my start. I'm Owen Video. I got my start in multi-level marketing. Looks like, are we live? Looks like it's starting. Cool, we can cut this out on YouTube. Awesome. Cool, and it's starting there too? We're live on both? Okay, we're live, guys. Hey, welcome to the show. Let's get started. Do you have a multi-level business and you want to crush it in 2019? Hey, if you're a multi-level marketer, you're building a multi-level marketing business, I want to just give you an air five. Major props to you. You're doing one of the hardest things that there is to do, and the payoffs are so great. I started in multi-level myself years ago. I was 22 years old, and I started in multi-level. It was my introduction to the business world. It actually pulled me out of waiting tables and got me focused on some opportunities, including video marketing, that absolutely changed my life. I have many dear friends that are still in the multi-level marketing space, doing very well, friends at the tops of a lot of companies. And what I'm going to show you today is something that they already know. It's how to build a massive downline and sell a ton of product using a video marketing funnel on social media. And I'm going to share with you the most simplified version of that strategy right here today. And I'm also going to show you sort of the next level strategy, what you would do next. And I hope you find it enlightening. I hope that this changes your business and that you absolutely experience the type of growth that you want to experience. And you do it in a way where you're still friends with your friends and family. I want to do it in a way where you can approach people that are at your church or people that are at your sports clubs, and you can introduce them to an opportunity, pre-qualify, filter them in or out without hurting anybody's feelings, right? By maintaining friendships, maintaining your integrity, but making sure they had an opportunity to see clearly what it is that you're offering. Now, if you have any questions, we're going to be checking the replay. Okay, I've got Jason here. If you got questions on the live stream, and I see some of you guys there, glad to see you here. I'm going to be checking the comments as best I can. Even if you're watching on the replay, go ahead and leave your comments. I'd love to develop a long-term conversation, right, with you on these topics and keep you updated. Now, as we dig into this, I'm going to just go ahead and open this on my own screen so I can see the comments. As we dig into this, I want to give you a caveat, okay? And that is that every company is a little bit different. So what I'm going to be showing you is a general marketing strategy, right? The details of how you execute is going to change from company to company. Okay, so that might include some of the language I use. Some of you might be a product first company. Others of you might be a recruitment first company. You've got to sort of take the main thing that you're trying to sell, whether it's a product or whether it's the downline, whether it's a package, an introductory package, and you've got to convert that in your own mind because every company is different. Okay, so I'm going to share with you the general strategy and everything that you have, all the tools you need to accomplish this. Okay, with the mobile device that is in your hands. So let's dig into it right now. Topic number one for the multi-level marketing, video marketing machine, is you're going to create a weekly show. That's the first thing you're going to do, is a weekly show on Facebook Live. Now, can you do YouTube? Yeah, but YouTube is substantially harder to build a business-based following on YouTube than it is on Facebook Live. Now, there's also a repurposing strategy where we go live on Facebook, take the recordings, and re-upload to YouTube. I'm not going to talk about that here today. I'm going to talk about a straight up how you get people in your downline and sell massive product. The first part of that is to create a weekly show. All right, you're going to go live on Facebook for anywhere between 25 and 45 minutes, and you're going to do this every single week. And you are going to position yourself as an emerging expert in your topic, whether it's jewelry, health and wellness, breakfast shakes, okay, clothing from LuLaRoe or a similar organization. You are going to position yourself as a style expert, as a health expert, as a jewelry or fashion consultant. And that's key. And you're going to go live once a week on Facebook just using your mobile device, okay? Each topic, so you need to have a series of weekly topics. Let's talk about that first. Of weekly topics. Now, the first thing that I would do is I would create a content calendar or a video title spreadsheet. Okay, and you can get that at the link youtubetoolkit.com. Go to youtubetoolkit.com. I've put together a small starter kit for business people like yourselves. And it comes with a video title spreadsheet, a script template, and some different things that'll help you get off the ground. So go to YouTube Toolkit and get that for free. But you're going to want to come up with a series of topics based on your product or the service that you're trying to market, okay? And this is going to be things like the types of products that we offer. What is visceral fat, okay? The difference between sterling silver and this other material that's being made to use jewelry, or the difference between our jewelry and the cheap jewelry. You see what I'm saying? You're going to come up with a variety of topics. And in fact, I want you to take 30 seconds right now and just jot down 5 topics that you could talk about with your audience on a live video for 25 minutes. Maybe it's financial freedom, you see. Maybe it's not about the actual product. Maybe it's about what your company does for financial freedom. So take a few seconds there and just jot down 5 ideas, okay? 5 titles, potential titles that you could be talking about on live video. And I'm going to check the... have we shown them the behind the scenes cam yet, Jason? We got a behind the scenes cam. Wanted to say hey to you guys watching behind the scenes, showing you a look at the studio. Them Hemsats asking a great question is saying, how can I feel like I'm not trying to sell everyone in my network? How can I do my MLM business and not feel like I'm trying to sell everyone in my network? That's an amazing question. I'm glad you asked. It's the weekly show. Okay, it's the weekly show. You're coming out in front of them and presenting yourself every single week. And that's why it's so important to have great topics. Your topics should be intriguing and insightful and encourage people to watch and go, I really like that. Now, I know a little bit about this person who asked the question, and so I want to go directly and talk about skincare products. You could be doing topics on the toxicity, how your skin's which is the biggest organ on your body. Join us today to find out more, right? Talk about the skin and all these different types of things. Come up with some topics. Another thing I want you to do is FAQs. Now, this is big. No one is ever going to tell you to do this. I want you to do videos based on your biggest FAQs, your biggest sales objections, right? Things like, is this a pyramid scheme? I want you to go live and I want you to answer that question. Okay. And here's the strategy in doing these FAQs. This is what we call evergreen. Evergreen. It's good all year round. When you do evergreen content, you're building a stockpile of videos that answer questions you get all the time. And what you can do is create a video that answers these powerful objections and does so in a way that is light and friendly and practiced and rehearsed, right? Because have you ever been in a situation where somebody asks you that question and it's like you knew the answer, but because it was sort of weird, you're kind of like, well, I think it's not, and it just wasn't confident. It wasn't cool. Well, you make a video that you love, and now when you get that question in the future, you can send that person to that video. So imagine being in the grocery store. You're talking with a friend. They go, yeah, I was thinking about this video you sent me, but isn't this a pyramid scheme? You say, oh, Sally, you know what? I get that question all the time. In fact, I made a video about it. I'm going to send it to you tonight because I think it's going to answer a lot of your questions. I don't want to take too much of your time here. Besides, it looks like you're shopping. Awesome to see you. How are the kids? Right? And so now you're sending a video and you just go right back into that relationship, man. You shouldn't even get dirty. Video helps you to not get dirty. So you're going to create a weekly show. Here's what you need to create a weekly show. You need your mobile device. Okay, you need to pick a day and a time. I'm going to put that right here. You need to pick a day and a time, and you're going to go live on your profile, on your Facebook profile once a week. You're not going to do this on a business page. Okay, you're going to want to come up with a name for the show and a value statement. So it's going to be the Sally Jones Health Show, right? A better body, a better, a better breakfast shake. Welcome to the Better Breakfast Shake Show, right? Where we show people how to make the most delicious breakfast shakes in America, right? Where we help people lose weight and feel great. Where we help women feel great by wearing amazing jewelry. So they have a name and a value statement. You're ready to go live. Now, in every single one of your videos, you are going to want to ask your followers, your viewers, to join you in the Facebook group. You are going to create a Facebook group, and this is your private Facebook group. Okay, you're going to make this what's called a closed group. And a closed group means that it's by invite only. You have to be invited to come in. So not just anybody can join. That means you're going to know every single person. You're going to interact with every single person that comes into this group. So you're going to set up your own closed group, and you're going to call it the same name as your show. Okay? In your Facebook group, this is where you're going to provide insider access to the products and your services. This is where you're going to prospect and engage, right? So we had a question earlier. How do I not sound like I feel like I'm selling people? Easy. You don't sell them. You tell them what you're doing in your Facebook group and invite them to participate. And they don't ever have to say no to your face. They'll just click on the link and they'll go to the group. Now, here's why a Facebook group is so key, because you're list building here, you're audience building here. Some of you may have heard about, you want to gather an email, you want to make an email list. This is very similar, but it's easier and it's cheaper. Okay, what you're going to do is you're going to bring people into a free Facebook group, and that's where you're going to engage them on a more regular basis. A lot of people don't know this, but when you invite someone to a Facebook group, you can ask your members questions before they join the group. So they'll click join group, and a small box will pop up that says, hey, before you join the group, we'd like to know a little bit about you. What you want to do is you want to ask two questions here. You want to ask them, what is, you want to ask them a question related to the topic, right? What is your biggest health complaint? What is your favorite piece of jewelry? Something that easily gets them to answer. This is key, guys. Are you listening to this? Are you guys listening? It's great to see you on YouTube, by the way. And for those of you watching in the Facebook group, it's also great to see you there. We're streaming in both places today. What you're doing is you're asking an easy question so that they type out an answer. And now they're already in typing mode here, see? And then you're going to ask them a second question. You're going to ask them for their email. You're going to ask them for their email. And here's what you're going to say. You're going to say, hey, I have a free guide or a free sample kit or a free starter kit. Would you like to receive this free thing? If so, put your email in the section down below. Not everybody's going to give you their email, and that's okay. But some of them will. And I would say on ours, it's about 75%. It's about 75% of everyone that joins our group joins our list. So you need to have, and that actually brings us to this third point, but this is key. You want to ask for that email. So every day now, people are joining. You're going live, inviting people to your group, and then in the group, you're asking for an email so that you can send them your free offer. Your free offer. Now, your free offer, this is the first opportunity you have to really get them to commit to you, okay? A free offer is a downloadable guide. It's like a top 10 checklist. Many of you have companies that have starter kits and samples, and maybe you want to just send that to people. Maybe it costs you, a certain amount of money to send it to people. And you can send that. You could even do a drawing. Hey, do you want to be entered into my drawing to win a bunch of things? If so, give me your email here. You enter those emails at home and you pick a winner, right? You could even announce the winner every week in the Facebook group. It's actually a really cool idea. We need to put that, we need to try that with one of our clients. I love that idea. So you see, you're gathering emails, and then you're going to say, hey, you've got this free offer, this top 10 checklist. It's advanced information on what your company does. But here's the thing about the free offer. The free offer should be fully downloadable. And it should be engaging. Okay, it should be fully downloadable and it should be engaging. It's a top 10 checklist, right? It should be even a guide to using skincare, or guide to skincare, right? Whatever the case might be. And the whole point of the free offer is to further establish you as the leader in the space. You want them to read this and go, oh, Sally's really good at this. Like, oh, look at this neat little guide here. Okay? It can be a 1-page thing, a 2-page thing. It doesn't need to be a big deal. The whole purpose of this lead magnet here, of this free offer, is to get the email. Okay? That's the whole purpose of having this. So now what you've got going on, think about this. You've got a weekly show that people are tuning into, establishing you as the expert in your field. Because who else can go live once a week and talk about jewelry but an expert? Who else can go live once a week and talk about, legal services other than a Legal Shield representative? You're an expert. You're going live every week. You're inviting people to this Facebook group, and you've got 10, now 25, now maybe 50 people in this group asking you questions and viewing you as the expert. And a percentage of those people are giving you their email. So now what? Right? Now what do I do? Oh, and I got all these emails. I'm going live once a week. My husband still doesn't believe this thing can make any money, right? Well, that's obviously a big concern. Let's address that right now. Getting that email, that's what's key. Because believe it or not, email is still the number one place in the marketing chain to get sales. It's still the number one place in the marketing chain to move your prospects forward. And now that you have their email, you're going to move into sort of the advanced levels of this chain here. And what you're going to do, I'm like so excited. I'm like drinking. I've got my coffee here. I got my coffee, but I want to talk about this thing. Okay. So what you're going to start doing now is you're going to do a weekly show every single week, right? And every single week, once that show is over, you're going to grab the link and you're going to send it in an email every single week. You're going to follow up with these people with an email. Hey, did you see the show? Hey, this week we talked about XYZ. Hey, this week we talked about ABC. And it's through these emails at the very bottom, you're going to have a call to action in the bottom of each email that says, hey, would you like to see how this product can work for you? And you're going to sell product. You're going to say in the bottom of this email, hey, would you like to see how you could build a business on your own side, on your own time? And that's going to lead them to more sales. You have got to use your email marketing campaign to nurture your leads. Here's where and I used to do this too. We used to go down to South Coast Plaza in Orange County, right? Christmas season. And we would do what we called cold market recruiting. And what we would do is we would walk around, we'd chat with people that looked fancy, and we'd say, hey, I don't know if you're interested. Have you ever tried anything entrepreneurial? And we would get business cards. Oftentimes we would get business cards from people in other multi-level companies, right? But we would do this cold market recruiting and we would hit them and we would ask them, right? We would ask them for, that next step, right? Like, hey, you want to move forward? You want to move forward? They'd say no. And then what? It's like we didn't do anything with them. What we're moving into here is we're trying too hard to get conversions when we should be first working on getting conversations. Getting that trust, earning that trust through weekly content where you're talking about what you love and becoming the expert in your field. And you're building a Facebook group filled of pre-qualified people who look at you as the expert in your field. and you're nurturing them with email to stay top of mind. And within those email nurture programs, you are asking them to purchase product, and you are not hiding from it. My wife's an email marketing expert over here. Just so you know, my wife's an email marketing. She does the email for our company, okay? You have to just say it. You have to do an email where you're sending a weekly show, but another email where you're like, hey, buy my product. Hey, did you know that this product is 35% off all of Labor Day weekend? Buy it today. Boom, click to your website. They can buy it online. You're also going to use this to develop your downline. Now, we have whole side pocket strategies for this, but the bottom line is this. You're going to say, hey, would you like to see how I'm using video to build a side business? Or would you like to see how you could build some side income, right? Working with jewelry, whatever the case might be. You're going to have a flat out email that leads them to their next step. Maybe it's a Facebook event for a private business reception. Maybe it's a 15-minute call with you. This is a brilliant idea, by the way. Not enough of you are doing this. Not enough of you are setting up Calendly links with a 15-minute call. So you say, hey, let me talk to you about this. Just schedule a call with me. We'll chat for 15 minutes. MLM is a business, folks. It's a business. It's a side hustle. And the better your systems, the better the marketplace is going to respond to you. So this is it. This is your model. You're going to start a weekly show that leads people to a Facebook group. And from that Facebook group, you're going to capture emails so that you can nurture and stay top of mind. Now, I know you're not going to you're not going to be out of the gates with this. This is going to take time to build. And if you want to start building, you want to learn more about this, here's what you do. If you're watching on YouTube, you subscribe to this channel. Okay, because this is really all we're going to be talking about. And if you can go to my channel, you can look up video sales funnels. I have a few videos on these topics, okay? And you can also join me in my private Facebook group on Facebook where I'm streaming right now. We'll also put a link to this in the description box. Now, so join me there and we'll continue the journey. Jason, do we have any questions from the audience?
Yeah, someone's asking about email service.
Yeah, great. Dr. Sten, good to see you, Dr. Sten. He's saying, is there a good email service that you can schedule your emails? Our website does it now, but we want to move away from them. Yeah, Jason, can you put owen.video/getresponse in the comment section? It's owen.video/getresponse. GetResponse it's $20 and it's an amazing email marketing system. Now, for those of you that have businesses, because I know that it's very popular to be moving products and to have a stand. I've seen this a lot with Arbonne. I've seen this a lot with Herbalife as well. What was the question? This is a great email marketing service to keep your prospects and your marketing separate from your clientele, right? You might have like your own like CRM for what you do, like your own doctor CRM, but you want to have a marketing system separate from all that. And if you're a mom and a wife and you're doing this while your husband's at work, again, it's only $20. Right? And you want to have a great email marketing system where you can send emails like this. So use GetResponse. It's $20 a month. It's stupid simple to use, and it's got great customer service. So I would recommend them. Simple Lee Beth is saying, I want the silver back in the beard. Simple Lee, you're coming after me. It's so funny. Okay, so Dr. Sten is saying we have weekly going to bi-weekly seminars. Yeah, this is where you want to be inviting people to in your email marketing, right? It's too early to ask them up here, okay? You want to get that email, nurture them, and then say, hey, we're doing a seminar, we're doing a workshop. Would love for you to come down and check that out.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead. We got another question?
How do you feel about ClickFunnels for MLM?
How do I feel about ClickFunnels for MLM? Okay, that's a great question. So ClickFunnels is a landing page system, and it's like a website development system. I love ClickFunnels. I think it's a wonderful way to build a business. And I think if you've got the money, then you should invest in it. Like if you've got a couple bucks to invest in your business, ClickFunnels is $97 a month. And what this will do, ClickFunnels is super easy. It's what my wife uses. Super easy to build website pages, to build a blog, to build email capture pages, and even to sell product, right? If you wanted to make your own jewelry and sell it, you could do that through a web page like ClickFunnels. In fact, I do know a jewelry rep who uses ClickFunnels to sell her jewelry products, handcrafted jewelry type stuff. So it's a good program to use. I would say for 90% of you, you don't need to worry about that. For 90% of multi-level marketers, use the free tools that are online. Use the Facebook group to gather leads for now. And when you've got money coming in, then you can invest some more. Here's a great question. I got simply is why should you feel ashamed to sell your value? Yeah, you bring a great point here. It's not you're not selling a product, and if you are, you should question what you're doing. Okay, you're selling a lifestyle change. I want to explain to you something. I want to explain to you, what time code is this? 422. I want to explain to you the before and the after state. This is a major thing that could just absolutely change the way you view your business. All of your downline reps, everyone who's going to buy a product from you, they want a solution. They want to see a result from that product, and you are the deliverer of that result. So you've got to talk to your customers in a way that recognizes their before state, the state they're in before they try your product, the state they're in right now. Look, if you're a health product, it's going to be like, look, you're tired of being overweight. You're tired of being tired at 3 p.m., 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You're tired of not having enough energy to play with your kids, okay? And you're ready for a life of freedom. You're going to move them into the after state, okay? The state they're in after they buy your product. So you're going to say, look, you're tired of this lifestyle, and that's why you need to try the Body by Vipack, right? This vitamin-rich daily regime of nutritional supplements that's going to make you feel great. It's going to give you energy when you thought you didn't have energy. It's going to pull all the toxins out of your body. And it's going to give you this sense of health and vitality in your life, right? That's what selling is you're helping someone understand where they are today and where they're going to be. And what you're going to do, you're going to make sure that you're delivering on that experience through a Facebook group and a weekly show that they come to know and love. Another question. Am I in there? It says, I feel like I'm working harder in MLM than I've ever worked before. Yeah, that's absolutely true. In multi-level, you're going to work harder than you ever have before. And you're working against a whole lot of naysaying in the industry. Like there's a lot of people that just had bad experiences and they don't want to do it. They don't want to hear about it. Part of that is because you are trying to get a conversion. You are trying to convert everyone you meet into your way of thinking, when in the reality is they're still very safely, snuggled away in the matrix, and they're not ready to be unplugged yet. That's why you, through a weekly show where you answer questions and deliver facts, build trust. We call this a parasocial relationship. Think about this. You watch somebody on TV for years, you start to feel like you know them. We start to feel like we know the football players we watch on Sundays. It's called a parasocial relationship, and as your viewers begin to watch you, they're going to trust you. They're going to have a relationship with you. They're going to like you, even though you've never met them before. So they're going to ask you, how do I get what you got? And that's where you're going to lead them to your product or to your opportunity. Okay, we got a jet. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in today. Tag your favorite multi-level marketer in the comment section below. And if you got questions, I want to hear about them on the replay. We'll talk to you real soon. Thanks for joining us today.